So, I'm constantly amazed when doing research for this account at the sheer number of fairies, brownies, brags and goblins the North East has, and I've always wondered, why? England itself is no stranger to the fae folk, and across the country you'll find tales of local variants, but fairies are generally more well known in the Celtic lands. Ireland has the true fairies of old, terrifying otherworldly creatures who will steal your kids in the middle of the night, and Cornwall has the Tommyknockers in their tin mines. But when you dig about in the deep dark soil of Northeast history, you'll find a rich tapestry of English and Celtic peoples. For a start, the Northeast has always been a hotly contested land between England and Scotland. And while there is a well-defined border now, that wasn't always the case. And it could be hard to tell your standard Scottish lowlander from your average Northumbrian. Have you ever heard a Berwick accent? It's like a weird mishmash of Geordie and Scottish. This Celtic influence was only compounded in the 18th and 19th centuries, when the Irish, likely fleeing the hell that the British government had unleashed on their own lands, came to the northeast in large numbers looking for work on the shipyards and collieries that speckled the landscape. Jarrow actually had such a significant Irish community it was known as Little Ireland in the 19th century. But our Celtic love affair reaches back even further, to the time of the Anglo-Saxons, in the defining moment when the exiled Oswald of Northumbria slew his father's killer and took back the Northumbrian throne. This was only possible because he had brought a large contingent of Irish and Scottish warriors with him. Oswald had spent his childhood and exile in the kingdom of Dalriada in Scotland and was baptised into the Irish Christian faith there. So when he came back and took his crown, he rewarded the Celtic monks who had raised him and gifted them the land of Lindisfarne, on the condition that they prayed daily for his soul so he might enter heaven. This unprecedented move started the trend of giving land to the church forever and cemented the Irish style of Christianity in at least the north of England. I've got no doubt these monks and warriors came with their own stories from their own land. This all eventually culminated in the Synod of Whitby, but that's another story. I think this all goes to say that Celtic peoples have been coming here for centuries, sharing and trading their stories and myths and adding their own colour to the impressive northern landscape. With that, us northerners gained a healthy fear and respect for the fairies and a knack for reading the land and telling its story. Every hill has its tale, every prominent feature has its associated brag, brownie or even ghost. So thank you Ireland and Scotland. If you enjoyed this brief look over the hedgerow, drop me a follow where you can catch more stories and strange stuff. Thanks for watching.